guys, welcome back to my channel, Home Life with Rebecca. It is Monday, and I am feeling it. I don't understand teenagers. This morning, only Jillian and Kennedy have school today. So Kennedy rode the bus. She's got a field trip today, so hopefully this one doesn't get canceled. It's to Craters of the Moon. But I took Jillian to school, and she's wearing like super thin pants and like this little tiny top, and she's carrying her jacket but not wearing it, and it's like 32 degrees outside. And I was like, why don't you put your jacket on because it is cold? And she said, well, it's not that cold. Like you can literally like see your breath in the air. And I was just like, okay. Because in the summer, when it's 90 degrees outside, she would wear a hoodie. And I was like, aren't you hot? And she would be, no, I'm cold. And I feel like I remember my other teenagers kind of doing the same thing. I think it's just a teenager thing. So I'm trying to be more mindful this week. I've been falling off on my yoga and like doing my weights for my arms. So I put in my Hobonichi this week that I'm going to do 5 minutes of yoga every single day this week. I found like a little 3-minute weight video that's different from the other one I did. The other one was 5 minutes. This one's not even 3 minutes because I basically have to like start over. And to drink a cup of water, a cup and a half of water even, before I eat anything, because I've been really bad with drinking my water. And then to do my journaling and my Bible in no particular order. But today I did my 5 minutes of yoga and I've done my weights. I haven't had any water today, or not enough, so I need to do that because I haven't eaten yet. I have to get Wesley over to a doctor's appointment at 9:40, so I have about 10 minutes before we have to leave. And then I'm hoping when I get back that I'll have time to walk. And I also put on here, I might have put it on this one, or I think I put it in my happy planner, that I really want to create a meal plan. So I'm going to write that in. Like I used to do for dinners, at least. So I was going to watch some videos. Last night we had honey garlic chicken with sticky rice. It was so good. Adam made it. But it's crock pot weather, so I want to get some recipes. And we did like a little grocery shop on Saturday, so I might have to add stuff to my grocery list, but it's kind of what my week looks like so far. Not a lot yet. We were supposed to go to a play on Friday. The guy that does the city stuff usually gets us tickets to the play. But for some reason I didn't see the link that he had sent me, so I figured he just couldn't get that day. And he was really busy with the pumpkin walk, so I didn't want to bug him. But it turns out, like, because it was a message between him, me, and my husband. And since we were both texting, like, the link like got pushed up, so me or Adam didn't see it. And so I just figured he couldn't get tickets, and I didn't want to bug him. And then by that time we didn't have a babysitter for Kennedy, because the plays start at 7 and usually around 3 hours with intermission. So I didn't have anyone to watch Kennedy. And so he texted us at like 7:30. He was like, are you guys coming? And I felt so bad. I was like, oh, we didn't get any tickets. And then I went and looked at the text, and sure enough, they were way up there. I felt so stupid. But he's like, no worries, I can still get you guys tickets if you want to go. So we're going on Thursday at 7, so I'm looking forward to that. It's School of Rock, and the guy that plays the lead was the lead in Fiddler on the Roof, and he was fantastic. The Center Stage Theater is so much fun. The first time I went was a year ago, October, when we saw Matilda, and we've seen several plays since then because they perform in the center. So like the audience is almost like a part of it. So I have that. And then tomorrow we are having dinner with a new pastor here in town. They've been here almost a year. It's a little Lutheran church right down the street from our house, like walking distance. And we have been going to the other church, the Bridge, which is really big. My kids all seem to like it. They did. It's not that they don't. I think it's just at that age where it doesn't matter what church we're going to, they don't want to get out of bed type of thing. So I've been struggling with that and praying about it because I really ideally would like my children to have a personal relationship with Jesus. But I feel like if I push too hard, they're going to turn away from it. Anyway. And the Bridge, which I really like in Kennedy, it was nice to put her in Sunday school. I felt like I could concentrate more without her being in the service. And I talked about this 6 months ago. And she liked going to the class. It was almost too overwhelming for me. I love the sermons. I felt it harder to get plugged in. They have lots of little groups and stuff to join, but for some reason, when it's that big, it's hard for me to walk in there or to join something. I don't know how to explain it. It's just my introvertedness, I guess, and I've always struggled with that, and I need to work on it. But I have been praying about it, and so we've been 3-4 times out of the little Lutheran church. We went last January, like when they very first came to support them, and then we've gone back the last 3 weeks, and it's super small, and I kind of feel I've been really trying to listen to what God's telling me, and it was nothing against the other Lutheran church that we went to, but I was very distracted there when the pastor would try to preach. Kennedy was in my face, or having to use the bathroom, or wanting to run around. And I'm not saying that wouldn't happen here. I don't know if it's because it's new, because it's smaller. Even with Kennedy at my feet and stuff, because they stay in the service and they're super small, so they don't really have like Sunday school. They do, but they don't because it's so tiny. The pastor, his name is Paul. Like, his messages are great. Like, I'm not distracted. And a lot of that's ADHD, so I'm not saying that might never happen. I even got a little bit distracted at the Bridge sometimes. I mean, we all do that where our minds will wander, but I was able to take, and I like that in their little book that they give you at the beginning of the service, there's a place for questions and notes. I really like that. My brain works that way, so that I have like a format to go off of, and then I can transfer it later to my notebook if I want to. But I kind of feel like this might be where we need to be. I'm trying to listen. Maybe we could be involved in like getting the church started, if that makes sense. And I've also come to realize that maybe even though I can sing, I don't read music well, and I struggle with doing harmony, which is what a lot of the praise teams need. And I've always just thought that was my talent, my gift, because I could do it. More solo though when I was young, but I carried that into my adult years, like, oh, that's where I could serve as the praise team. And I'm beginning to think that maybe that is not my calling, and I don't know what it is yet. And I feel like at a smaller church it might be easier to maybe find that out, where I can be useful, where God wants to use me. So anyways, but I still like the bigger church too. I watch Pastor Dave's sermon online. They're fantastic. Makes me on fire. Pastor Paul has a little bit of different approach to his sermons, but they're still uplifting, and I'm learning, and it's Bible based. It's, from the Bible. So that part's really important to me. So there is that. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, so yeah, that was Sunday, obviously. We looked at cars on Saturday. We were having a hard time finding something in our budget. It's hard because we need to pay off some debt, like I said, and we've got about almost $5,000 worth of debt right now to pay off, which I know is not a lot, but it is for us, especially because we had none. It accumulates very easily, and I'm sure we're going to probably rack up a little bit more at Christmas time. And I know we can pay it off with tax return. I hate having it. And then we've got stuff that happened with the SSI. I don't know if I ever talked about that, but that's where a lot of our settlement money ended up going. Otherwise, we would have had more left over. And then I'm still trying to get a hold of the dang window guy because he only gave us $200 off. And that's, in my opinion, not a fair deal since we waited for those windows since the end of April. It's ridiculous. So haven't paid them yet. I have the money for it set aside, but I'm trying to get a hold of him because he needs to at least give us another $100 off. $200 since waiting from April. I don't think it's fair. But yeah, like we shop around for cars and it's hard because in order to get something I think that's going to last a while, we're going to have a car payment. Now, I know we can't get something brand new. It still has to be, a few years old. But I was like, it's just expensive. Like even stuff that was like 2015 with lots of miles on it was still like our car payment, like when we figured it out, was still going to be like over $300. And I'm like, oh, that is so scary to me because I don't want to have a car payment. Like we just paid off the Subaru with the settlement. And it's so nice to not have a car payment. And before that, we didn't have a car payment for 4 years, because we paid off the Expedition with one of our tax returns. But I don't want to get something that we could just pay cash for because it's probably going to end up being a piece of junk. Does that make sense? Not a piece of junk, but I mean, I know that's probably how like my kid's going to buy a car because it's going to be her first car. We need something reliable. So we've been struggling with that. We couldn't find anything. There was one car Adam was going to check out today. I'm scared to have a car payment. We need to really sit down and fix our budget. And the other thing I want to talk about is my planners. This Hobonichi has really been my catch-all. And I was watching like planner channels and I'm like, oh, it's so aesthetic and everything matches and the writing is so neat. And mine is like super, super sloppy. And that's okay. It's worked for me. I can carry it around. I've got a cover for it. So it goes in my purse. I mean, it's not... I like it. Anyways, I was talking to my mom about it, and she actually bought me a Mega Weeks for 2026. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this strictly for, like, catch all my appointments and all that kind of stuff, tracking the kids' stuff. And I think Adam's going to get me the Cousin for Christmas. And that one's a lot bigger. I can keep it on my desk. And that one I can keep as a journal, too. Because I was journaling in this one daily, and I still might do little daily things in this one, but it's hard because I have to write really small and my hand cramps and I was running out of space. So the main reason why I like these is the paper quality. It's very smooth. I guess I'm a paper snob. I just like it. So thank you to my mom for purchasing this for me. I could actually start this for November because the week start in November. The month starts January. No, I think the month starts in January. But I'm going to take Wes over to his doctor's appointment, and I don't know, I might be back to chat a little bit more. And today's Tuesday, so yesterday I ended up reorganizing the girls' room. There we go. Because Wes didn't want the blue dresser anymore in his room. Tiffany didn't want it downstairs, so I put it in here. The vanity used to be there. Now it's over here. And Kennedy's really been asking for a desk, so I took Wesley's old desk. Oops. I took Wesley's old desk, and you can't really get to the cubbies right there. I mean, I can... So I put stuff that she won't use as much back there, so if she needs it, she can just come get me. Because this blocks the way of it. But I asked Adam if we have time this weekend to maybe take down these doors and get like a curtain to put up, because it's wasted wall space. Because if I slide the cubbies over anymore, then I can't open up the closet. So then I still got the one dresser in here, but I switched all of Jillian's clothes are now in this dresser. And then I had to take down Kennedy's stuffed animal thing, so I've got stuffies in there, all her bows and scrunchies. I was going to get rid of the bows, but she said she still wants them, so I'll hang on to them. And then Kennedy's like play clothes and pajamas in the last 4 cubbies. And then the rest of Kennedy's clothes fit nicely into the blue dresser. I gave Jillian the bigger dresser with the deeper drawers because obviously her clothes are bigger. And then I just hung up better shirts and like sweatshirts and stuff. But Kennedy was so excited when she got home. She sat at her little desk and she was coloring. Oops. She sat at her desk and she was coloring. I gave her all my old gel pens because I don't need this many. And yeah, she laid out all her little books like this and put her crayons there, and she kind of organized all this. Put her markers and all her little pencil bags. And then she put her Bibles right there. And she's got all her little stuff like deodorant and things for school, chapstick, and then some more like barrettes and things, her little penny jar, her hairbrushes, tissues, and then she put Jillian's Bible right there as well. So she did help me a little bit. Jillian was not happy that I moved her vanity, so I told her to just try it out for a week, and if she hates it, then I'll put the blue dresser over here and put her vanity back. But I really like the way that this looks a whole lot better. So I did the clothes today. I organized all the clothes, and I also had some bananas I needed to use up, so I made some banana bread with some chocolate chips and way too much butter in it. This is my lunch. Carbs. I had oatmeal for breakfast, but I did get my 10,000 steps in today. That's really good. I just wanted to jump on here and say hi and show you the girls' room because I never got back on here yesterday. Tiffany's making dinner tonight because me and Adam are going out to dinner with the new pastor and his wife, so she volunteered to make spaghetti. But that's all I got for you. I just wanted to show you that real quick, and I will talk to you soon. Chicken tendies. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. As I'm eating my banana chocolate chip bread and drinking my Earl Grey tea. It's so good. My hands are freezing. I want to hopefully next week, besides Halloween, do some more cooking videos of stuff that we are using out of our freezer and pantry. I'm not a good cook, but I can get pretty creative when we're low on groceries. Let me know in the comments if those kind of videos would be something that you would be interested in. Okay, now chicken tendies.